Well, hello again, and thanks for spending a little bit of time on YouTube today to watch my video tutorials on computer use, I guess. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a C++ language computer program. In this case, I'm going to demonstrate how to make a program on how to calculate the area of a rectangle. So what I'm going to do is come down to my Start menu and open up my C++ compiler program. I'm going to go ahead and open that. To make things a little easier, I'm going to go ahead and close that Start page, and I'll come up to my File menu and start a new project. In this case, I'm going to create a little console application that'll open up like one of those little DOS command prompt windows. I'll put this in the C temp folder, and I'm going to name my program, shove that over, I'll name my program Rectangle Area. And so I'll make its own directory for my solution file in here, and I'll click OK. It'll create the project. Under Application Settings, I'm going to click on Empty Project, and then click Finish to create it. The next step I have to do is make a new source file. So I'll right-click my Source Files folder and add a new item. I'm going to make a C++ source file, and then I'll name it Rectangle Area again. Oops. And then I'll click Add. In this case, now I'm ready to start programming. At the very top, I'm going to include my preprocessor directive, IOStream. This will be able to give me text input and output. And now I'll start my main function of my program. Now, the objectives of this program is that I'm going to instruct the computer to output several different messages to the screen, and then I'm also going to input a couple of variables into the computer's memory so that it'll calculate the area of a rectangle, which is to multiply its length times its width. And so I'm going to declare a couple of variables, int length and int width. In this case, both length and width are going to be integers. And so now I'm going to instruct the computer to see out, or display to the screen. Oops. Let me actually create this. Okay, so now I'm going to instruct the computer to enter in the length variable, and then output to the computer again. After that, I actually need another area, or another variable. Actually, I could simplify this. Okay. Now I'll come down here and say area equals length times width. See out. The area of the rectangle is area. Okay. And that should be my program. Now I'll come up here and debug it. And hopefully this will work. And it does. Okay. So now up comes the command prompt window. And so part of my output when I execute this program, it's now on this line of code here that says enter the length of the rectangle. In this case, now with this cin command, the computer is waiting for me to input the length of the rectangle. Now this has to be an integer, so it means that it has to be a whole number. It can't have a decimal point. And so for the length of the rectangle, I'm going to input 5. The computer then outputs the message, enter the width of the rectangle. And now the computer is pausing again so that I can enter in the width of the rectangle. In this case, I'll enter 5 again. And now the computer will take my two variables that I entered in under the length and width, which are both 5, and multiply them together. Once it does that, the computer will output to the screen that the area of the rectangle is length times width. And this area variable is then output here. So in this case, 5 times 5 is 25. And so this is the whole program. Pretty simple. This was a program that I created way back at the beginning of the semester when I started my class for programming. But this is one program on how to calculate the area of rectangles.